Happy Monday, friends. I hope that your weekend was fabulous. It was the first full weekend of December, and I hope that yours went really well. I've got a couple journals to put in the shop today. These are our 5x7 journals with the 2-inch spine. These are like hardbound journals. I got to tell you guys, I'm kind of excited because I placed an order with Amazon for fabric, glue, and some brushes. So I am getting ready to do new covers for us with new fabric. So, really excited to get started on that today. Let's go through these journals. Let's do number 13 first, because I do believe that we have a bit of a... some of us, if we're superstitious, we consider the number 13 unlucky. But, when you deal with numbers, you guys, what you do is you add these numbers together. So you get the number 4, right? And the number 4 is the root number. And because we're adding 1 and 3 together to get a root number of 4. And the 4 is earth, material, world. So we have to remain on positive focus alignment in the material world. So if you have, feelings about the number 13, I'm going to talk to you about that. And I bet you by the time we're finished flipping through this thing, you'll feel differently about the number 13, because it is a divine number. It is an angel number. The spine of the book is 2 inches, and we've got our usual, beaded spine here. Even when you approach this book as a key, we think of keys, we think of doors, we think of locks and keys, we think of keeping things locked away, or maybe things that we would like to access with a key. This book is just kind of chock full of symbolism. So let's go ahead. She's really stuffed. So we're going to turn her on her side. We're going to press her down just a little bit, and we're going to remove the stretchy string here. I did put towels down this morning so I could, the books tend to wiggle when I'm up here. If you guys saw the glue book video this morning, you can see how it wiggles up here on my sister's beautiful counter. So I thought, well, I'll just put some towels down and, we'll see if that works. And it tends to work pretty good because it also gets rid of that light glare up there. The first signature here is about memory. I did use our Galaxy paper pad to do a lot of work in this book. So let's get back to the number 13. We think it's unlucky, but it's really quite auspicious. The 1 and 3 sign from the angels connect you to the ascended masters and their ability to help you manifest your desires. Now, what's an angel number? I learned about angel numbers about 15 years ago from a friend of mine who was a metaphysical teacher. She also was the person that I went on ghost hunting adventures with. She is just an amazing person. And she's one of those people who she's very quiet about her gifts. If you did not know she had gifts, you would think she was the ultimate soccer mom, right? So she's not like one of those people who is very obvious about what she does. So anyway, that's where I kind of got initiated into what angel numbers mean. Angel numbers are sequences of numbers that you might see in everyday life. They might be on, license plates, right? You may see them. Look what just turned up here. We've got a 3-1, which is reversed. You've got a 13 right here. That's a metaphysical happening. I didn't plan that. You might see them on license plates. some days the receipts that I get when I go to the market or to Michael's or, anywhere else tend to have the same numbers. That is angel numbers. Those are numbers that are kind of following you around. You may actually have numbers that follow you around. I wanted to show you guys this. It's really pretty. There's no describing the prairies. They are like the ocean in more than one particular, but in none more than this. The utter impossibility of producing any just impression of them by description. This is quite lovely. This is our curated collage collection, and it is about the land and the ocean. Right here we have some maps. We have some cool imagery of a lake right here. So a curated collage collection for you guys. I can't pull them all apart like that because then they're hard to get back together. I always say I'm not going to unload the pockets, and then, I kind of do. This is from a 1982 World Book Yearbook, and it has some space imagery on it. I knew you guys would love that. It's fun to kind of identify your angel number. And I think that we have to understand that it's not the same number all the time. So, license plates, receipts, maybe you're standing in line at the deli and you get a number and it is your angel number. I see the number 111 often. To me, that's Mr. Kronk coming in to say hello. He is materializing in some way just to let me know that he's there and he's watching over. To me, the passing of a pet can be a great time to explore angel numbers, y'all, because, your pet has re-emerged into non-physical from whence we all came, and he is in that non-physical realm. Or she is in that non-physical realm, and it's like, oh, it's very exciting when you start seeing those numbers. And I do see them often. Can't tell you how often I see them. Numbers have a vibrational essence, and I know that most of you know that. Just like if you would, the number 13 to some people who are like superstitious or scared of that number, would never say, well, this is my favorite number. Only a confident person would probably say that number 13 was their favorite number. Number 1, when we think about 13, we think about 1 and 3. Let me tell you about 1. 1 is individuality, achievement, and optimism. I love that. Number 3 is tapping into your spiritual creativity. So your spirit does have a big creative side. And that creative side, because we do 1 and 3 together and we get 4, then that's our root number. And that means that you are able to manifest in the physical world, in our root world. This is another little Life in Water curated collage collection. I have a little bit of ledger paper here for you. The 1980, I think this was 1981. It was a biology textbook that was used in the school. Kind of gotta love that, right? So today, it would be just kind of fun to see if you could identify your spirit number. And I bet some of those spirit numbers are associated. Pandas from the 1981 World Book Yearbook. Don't you love that? Miss M sent us some really super cool paper, so I have elements of that in here as well. Grow with the seasons. It's winter. I'm trying to not think about it being winter. This is a a little chippy bit that we did. Oh, when was the last time we did chippies? I think it was Sunday. I can't really remember. I am here, and like all of my days are running together because I am not getting out, especially not this week with all the rain coming in. It's dangerous to drive here. That's just all there is to it. Number 13 is a beautiful combination of, look at your guest check. What are you gonna order from the universe? Write it down here. That would make a great prompt list. We've got cheese ephemera right here from the San Francisco Cheese Festival. I thought it would be fun to put a map in here as well. And we're thinking maps. We're thinking about myths and the myths that gather. So a pocket full of prompts. Let's just call it a pocket full of prompts, because basically that's what these books turn out to be. I carefully curate them so they speak to you. This is some of my very favorite paper in the whole wide world, and Miss M sent this as well. So we can take the prompt memories and we can think about time, and maybe you want to do a timeline to your very best memories. And you might want to do a meditative timeline about your not so great memories, because when you recall things like that and you deal with them, that's really important that you deal with them on a metaphysical level, then you can start healing and closing old wounds by just that process. We just have some beautiful paper here, man. I like the way the construction paper and this graphic go together. And then you've got a little pop of pink right there that would look really pretty together. Put you some hearts in here. You just got all kinds. These are stickers and a little 4x6 journaling card. More stickers in the word just because. Let me explain to you why I put these in here. I have just a few little scraps of Leanne stickers left in my sticker book. Not my sticker book, in my planner, which is where I keep my stickers, because I have like this many stickers. I don't have like sticker collections. But this says Creative Freedom Paper, which is Leanne's Etsy shop. So just a little shout out to Leanne. You guys are going to be seeing small scraps of Leanne's stickers in here and her shop. So get you some Leanne stickers. They are awesome. They truly are. This is a little vinyl fairy that you can pull off and stick on something if you want. More stickers and cards, art trading cards. You guys, these do not have art trading coins in them because I did not bring my punch with me. So we have the mysterious and angelic number 13. And of course the hairy paper clips, again, running out of fabric, but I had this this curling ribbon that I got from the pound shop, and it just made it look super festive, y'all. All right, let's take a look at Jelly Roll. This is, I'm going to call this Jelly Roll Maple because I put a maple leaf closure on here. It's really super neat. It's kind of a copper color. It just went with the book really well. So we have the typical really cool beaded spine with some amber inclusions right here. She's fat. Okay, so let's turn her this way. Let's push her down and give her an open. Now, to me, let's talk a little bit about Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is something that I was just introduced to. Yes, I'm always late to the game. But to me, it's kind of like quilting, and that is the approach that I take when I am layering on these fabrics. I kind of get that quilter's mindset and try to place fabrics together that look right to me, that would create a whole. I was interested to learn that, when I think about quilting, I think about rags, I think about the Dolly Parton song, Coat of Many Colors. I know you guys have probably heard that before, about the little girl back in time. I go drifting once again back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags someone gave us, and how her mama put those rags to use and made her a coat of many colors like Joseph. So I think about, quilting, just the art of putting rags together. I was really interested to learn, and I had heard references to rag and bone or rag and bottle, because I really love Charles Dickens and 18th century literature, and you're always going to, hear references about the rag and bone man. And typically a rag and bone man was a person who walked the streets of London and picked up rags and bones and any other sort of like household things that nobody wanted, okay? So they collected unwanted items to sell to merchants. Now, merchants needed rags. I don't know about merchants needing bones, but apparently that was a thing. So they would scavenge this material, and some of the rag and bone guys could afford a cart and a mule. Some could not, and just put a bag on their back. And they would usually had a hook and a stick, and they would, honestly, it was a way to keep the city of London clean, right? If you have someone coming along and picking up all the rags, all the bones, all the scraps of this and that, and then selling them to merchants, then you are really keeping the street clean. So maybe they were like the first street cleaners, who knows? I really do like the way this page turned out. You have the blue of the coffee pot, the blue of the guest check, the blue of the galaxy back here, along with this bluish green where the panda is. Isn't he adorable? Again, this is from the 1982 World Book Yearbook that covers the year 1981. I should be specific about that. So we think about rags, we think about bones, we think about the rag and bone man, we think about creating from disparate sort of things. We think about creating often from junk. Let's face it, y'all, we make junk journals, right? We find food packaging just fabulous. Rag and bone men would sell their rags and other merchandise to merchants. Now, I was interested to know that in the United Kingdom, as well as other places around the world, that these rags were turned into actual paper. So you would take the rag, cotton linters, and cloth, and important documents were printed on rag or cotton paper, like banknotes and official documents, because anything that was printed on a different sort of paper would tend to kind of disappear, sort of like our receipts do now. I thought that was very interesting. So you can go in a store and you can purchase cloth paper, and we've all seen it because it has like that watermark on it, and it'll say cotton bond paper. It's just really interesting. This says no part of life can be considered apart from any other. There is no such thing as an organism without an environment. And that's a curated collage collection right there for you guys. I'm going to sum this up because I am super thirsty. I forgot to grab anything to drink here. I love the word hustle, but I have really been, if you're on Facebook, sometimes you see the word hustle and then you see it marked through and it says align. I love align a whole lot more than hustle. Nothing wrong with hustle, nothing wrong with it at all. But when to me, I'm 61, so to me, hustle is just like something for a really young person. To me, at 61, I just want to align. I want to align, not hustle. I don't want to be fast and furious. I want to be slow and specific. Oh my gosh, what's happening to me? It's scary, y'all. You youngins don't understand it. It's all right. I never understood it when I was young either. You know, we think when you're young, you're just going to always be young. I'm here to tell you that's not the case. I really like the butterfly paper that we have here, along with our astrological, the places that we were born in the universe. I'm a Leo. What are you? I'm a Leo with a Capricorn moon. This makes me very interesting because I lack the bossiness of a typical Leo person. I'm not bossy. I'm just like, live and let live, y'all. Do what you want to do. All right, guys, we're going to get these story-filled books in the shop today. Wish you a happy, happy week. Stay tuned because, like I said, I just got new fabric, new glue, new paintbrushes in, so we will be making some new fabric journals today. Thanks, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.